Jules and Stemmy Quemmy here. She's getting some rubs. Ever since we put the Seresto collar on, she really feels like I think like sore in her neck or something. But she's gotta have it. So she likes her neck rubbed. Huh. Can we see your toes? Can we see your toes today? That's Deuce. Yeah, that's you. Here's her toe. It looks so much better. You can see her nail now. This is her good side. So you can see it's a little bloody. So we tried that foot sling. That was fun. I'll show you a video. Didn't work, but that's okay because her toe's getting really good and she doesn't have any problems. We're just working on scabbing it because she feels the need to chew her toes while I'm gone. Anywho, I hope you guys are having a good Tuesday. I am having a great Tuesday because my toilet was leaking, upstairs toilet. You guys remember my downstairs one. So I already knew what was up. There's 2 bolts that hold your back of your toilet in, and the seals around the bolt will eventually degrade. So you can either replace them or you can tighten them down further. If there's like a gap between the back and the base, it'll cause your toilet to leak. So what did I do? I just tightened that one side and the leak was gone. I had went to the Ace Hardware store and I was like this close to buying all new insides, and my conscience or spirit guides were like, nope, in your head, try this first. And I was like, okay. So I left empty-handed and I tried it and it worked. So always go with that gut feeling or your mind. If it talks to you, listen. All right, guys, we're going to be talking about human design again today. We're going to be talking about the 3 pillars of purpose. And what that is the Incarnation cross, the profile, and your signature theme. So human design is your fullest potential. It is a journey, and it shows you adjustments you can make to judge yourself and or measure into. So the Incarnation cross is your overlapping theme. So when you live in alignment with your strategy and authority, this is how your story unfolds. So the Incarnation cross is composed of 4 active gates, and that is going to be the Sun, Earth, which is conscious and unconscious. It reveals the foundational energy you bring into the world, and it's comprising of 192,000 variations based on the 4 quarters. So the 4 quarters are the initiation, the civilization, duality, and mutation. So you're going to have 3 main angles in the Incarnation cross, and it dictates how your purpose interacts with others. So the right angle is focused on your personal destiny and your lessons that you're here to learn. The juxtaposition is focused on the fixed or specific fate or theme. And then the left angle is transpersonal. It's your purpose, and it involves others and creating a collective theme. And then the 4 quarters, these represent major life themes based on the sun's position. So there is the initiation, which is your mind, and you have civilization, which is the form, And that's going to be like building structures, community. Then the next is duality, and this is about relationships. And then the last is going to be the mutation, and this is transformation. So the themes revolving around change, evolution, manifesting. So how it unfolds. The cross is not about forcing a destiny, but it's allowing it to emerge naturally, especially after the age of 30. I don't know if you guys felt a shift when you turned 30, but for me, everything just went to shit. As soon as I turned 30, it was the worst year I've ever had in my entire life. So when the conscious and the unconscious personalities start to align more fully, this is after the age of 30. So how do you find yours? We all want to know that. It is listed on your human design chart, often as a name like left angle cross or limitation or right angle cross of Sphinx. So understanding your cross provides a map for navigating all of these life changes and opportunities, and it offers you insight with a rigid set of instructions. So if you have not looked up your chart yet and you need some help, just DM me and I would love to help you pull up your design chart, and there's going to be paragraphs that you can read to understand what is going on in your incarnation cross, your chart, everything. We can go over that. So I want to talk about the other pillars, but I don't think we're going to have time tonight because there's just so much to go over with the incarnation cross. So for example, using my chart, I have a right angle cross of laws, and this is at my 350 and my 6056. So I'm here to create laws, norms, rules, principles, and establish order. So when something new comes or happens, creating a dynamic of major changes as a result, especially in the way we deal with each other and society in general. So essentially, I don't feel like I create laws, but I like to have structure, and I don't really like to follow laws, obviously. So this is something that I am working on and I am structuring in my life. So it's a little bit odd to read this for mine and know that this is where I need to get, and it's not where I'm at. So it's not to put you down or disillusion you or question anything. It's just to kind of nudge you in the direction of what you're here for and what you have the ability to do. So look where your incarnation cross is and let me know in the comments what yours is. So this is my chart, and this is my incarnation cross. You'll see here at 350 and 5660. Your incarnation cross essentially speaks to what you were incarnated here to do on planet Earth. And it does not tell you like a specific job or occupation that you're supposed to be doing. It's also not highly actionable, nor is it limited to work in general. Rather, it's a theme meant to shine on everything that you do. So the most concrete way to align with your purpose in human design is to follow your type's strategy and your specific authority. So like we talked about, strategy and authority. Listen to your gut if you're a generator. And in other words, your incarnation cross unfolds as and only if you live by your design. So you can use your incarnation cross as your North Star as you make choices along this journey in life. So go ahead and find your incarnation cross and share with me what your angle or direction is.